Hello and welcome. My name is Ellen with Ellen Estelle, and today I'm going to be showing you how to sew Mccalls M7922. This is a fitted twist front dress with back darts and an invisible zipper. The recommended fabrics are gingham, poplin, cotton blends, and crepe. I decided to use a stable knit fabric that I found from S.R. Harris in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The fabric I chose is a thin, lightweight knit with a soft, smooth hand feel. And I chose two different prints from the same fabric. So for this dress, I chose to make view C, which has the V neckline and the short kimono sleeves. The reason I chose this fabric is because I wanted to mix the two prints, and I had this idea in mind to do a twist. And I really like how this pattern is split down the middle. It also has a seam line here at the waist, so you could color block, you could mix and match however you want. For the back, I chose to split it in half, and I did the same print on the same size. This pattern has a little overlay right here. It just kind of hides the seam nicely here. So for this tutorial, all you'll need is a 22-inch zipper and a hook and eye, as well as your fabrics. It's gonna be a little easier to follow this tutorial because I'm using two different fabrics, one for the left, one for the right. The left is the smaller print and the right is the bigger print. It is pretty much identical, but there is a little bit of difference using this fold over here and with the twisting. Keep watching to learn more.
First, we're going to start out by cutting out the pattern pieces. Since I'm cutting out two different fabrics, I'm only cutting out one piece for the bodice front and back and skirt pieces from each fabric. And you only need to cut out the left front band one time. Don't forget to cut out the inner facing for the neckline facings as well. To start, we're going to sew the back darts. Pinch together the fabric with right sides together and sew the small dot at the top to the center dot and back to the dot at the bottom. This will create a half diamond shape. It should look like this. Then fuse the inner facing to the neckline facing pieces. With right sides together, sew the back neckline to the front at the side seams. Finish the seams with the serger or pinking shears and press the seams flat. Now we're going to take the left front band and with right sides together, sew the top edges together. Then trim this seam, clip the corner, and flip right side out. Press the folded edge and sew a basting stitch or the longest stitch length possible along the raw edges. Now we're going to attach the left front band to the lower left front skirt piece. With the raw edges together, pin the front band to the skirt and sew along the raw edge. Now take your bodice front piece and with right sides together, sew between the small circles and square. Do not sew between the two squares. This will leave a small gap in between. Finish the raw edges but leave the gap open. Do the same with your right side, but only sew the shorter side with the small circle and square. Finish that raw edge. Now we're going to squeeze the right side through the small gap in the left side. Pull the right side through like this. Then sew the center front seam together. With right sides together, sew between the large circle and the square. Finish the raw edge. It should look like this. Then pin the right side bodice and skirt together at the waist seam. Sew with right sides together and finish the raw edge. Front should look like this. Now to close the center front skirt, pin with right sides together, catching the left front band, and sew together. Finish the raw edge. Be sure to press all of your seams nice and flat. Now we need to attach the back to the front. With right sides together, pin and sew the side seams and shoulder seams together. Finish the raw edges and press the seams to the back. Then pin your neckline facing to the neckline of your dress, matching up the seams. Sew at 5/8 of an inch and finish the raw edge. To make your neckline lie flat, cut a couple of notches around the curves. Then top stitch your facing as close to the seam as possible. Your dress should look like this. Now we need to add our zipper. With right sides together, sew the center back seam together from the large dot to the hemline. Finish this raw edge. Then sew in your invisible zipper to the remaining portion of the center back seam. Then all you have to do is hem. Finish your sleeves and hemline with a folded edge or twin needle stitch like I did. And you're done! Mccalls M7922 is a great twist on a simple dress. I love the options for color blocking. I would love to see someone do a hot pink and red version. Be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time.